You wake up Monday morning and that familiar feeling settles in your chest. Not excitement, not purpose, just that quiet knowing that something needs to change. You're 37, maybe 42, and you've built a respectable career, your resume looks solid on paper, but somewhere along the way, the work that once energized you started feeling like a trap. The question keeps circling your mind during long commutes and sleepless nights. Is it too late to start over? Here's what most people won't tell you. Career change after 35 isn't just possible, it's becoming the norm. Recent research shows that 82% of professionals who made career transitions after 45 succeeded, and 87% reported being happy or very happy with their decision. The data gets even more compelling. 59% of professionals in 2024 actively sought new positions, marking unprecedented career mobility across all age groups. The workforce is transforming, and age has become less of a barrier than ever before. But success doesn't happen by accident. The professionals who thrive through career transitions follow a systematic approach, not a hasty leap driven by desperation. They build bridges instead of burning them. They invest 40 to 60% of their transition timeline in preparation rather than rushing to applications. This is your blueprint for that journey, a 12-month roadmap that transforms uncertainty into strategic action. Months 1 through 3, the foundation phase. The first quarter is about clarity, not action. This contradicts everything your anxious mind wants to do right now. You want to update your resume, send applications, tell everyone you're making a change, resist that urge. The professionals who struggle most are those who jump without understanding where they're landing. Start with honest self-assessment. Not the surface level, I want better pay reflection, but deep excavation of your core drivers. What activities make you lose track of time? What problems do you solve that others find draining? Research indicates that understanding your fundamental values and motivations forms the foundation for every subsequent decision. Use frameworks like skills inventories to catalog your transferable competencies. Communication, leadership, problem-solving, adaptability. These capabilities transcend industries and open opportunities you haven't considered. Conduct informational interviews during this phase, not job interviews, conversations. Identify people working in fields that intrigue you and ask about their daily reality, not the polished version on LinkedIn. Ask about the challenges, the unglamorous parts, the skills that matter most. This market research prevents costly mistakes and reveals whether your idealized vision matches reality. Track what you learn in a simple document. Patterns will emerge that guide your next steps. Months 4 through 6. The testing ground. By month 4, you should have 2 or 3 potential career directions identified. Now it's time to test those hypotheses without burning your current income. This is where many career changers gain crucial advantage over younger competitors. You have the financial stability to experiment strategically, start building relevant skills through focused learning. The online education landscape has transformed career transitions. Platforms like Coursera report that 87% of career switchers who completed professional certificates experienced positive outcomes within 6 months. Choose courses aligned with your target field, but prioritize depth over breadth. Complete one certification thoroughly rather than dabbling in 5 superficially. Simultaneously, seek volunteer opportunities or freelance projects that let you test your new direction with real stakes. A finance professional exploring UX design might offer to redesign a nonprofit's website. A teacher considering corporate training could develop a workshop for a local business. These experiments serve dual purposes. They validate whether you actually enjoy the work when it's your responsibility, not your fantasy. They also create portfolio pieces and stories for future interviews. Update your LinkedIn profile during this phase to reflect your transition. Don't hide your journey, frame it strategically. Your headline should signal your direction while acknowledging your expertise. Transitioning to data analytics sticks, vertical bar, finance background plus Python skills tells a coherent story. Your About section should explain your why, highlight transferable skills, and clarify what you're building. This transparency gives context when you reach out and positions you as intentional rather than desperate. Months 7 through 9, building momentum. The third quarter shifts from exploration to execution. You've validated your direction. You've acquired foundational skills. Now you need to build the network that opens doors. Research consistently shows that many positions never reach public job boards. They're filled through referrals and internal networks. Strategic networking for career changers differs from traditional approaches. You can't rely on shared professional history, so you lead with curiosity and value. Identify professionals in your target industry on LinkedIn and craft personalized connection requests that reference specific aspects of their work. Join relevant LinkedIn groups and participate meaningfully in discussions, sharing insights rather than asking for favors. Attend industry conferences, workshops, and virtual events where you can meet people organically. The most effective networking strategy involves offering value before requesting help. Share articles with commentary that demonstrates your growing expertise. Introduce contacts who could benefit from knowing each other. Write recommendations for people whose work you admire. This generous approach builds authentic relationships rather than transactional exchanges. Document your networking activities and set reminders to maintain regular contact. Checking in every few months with genuine updates or relevant resources. Simultaneously, continue deepening your skills in your target area. By month 8, you should be creating work that demonstrates competency. Build projects, contribute to open source initiatives, develop case studies that showcase problem solving in your new domain. These tangible outputs matter far more than credentials when you're competing against candidates with traditional backgrounds. We have two months 10 through 12, the transition. The final quarter is about execution and negotiation. You've built skills, established credibility, and developed a network. Now you're ready to actively pursue opportunities with confidence rather than desperation. Tailor your application materials meticulously for each opportunity. Your resume should lead with transferable skills and relevant projects, not chronological history. Your cover letter must address the career change directly, framing your diverse background as an asset. Explain how your unique perspective solves problems that traditional candidates can't. Hiring managers respect honesty and strategic thinking more than attempts to hide your transition. Prepare thoroughly for interviews by anticipating skepticism about your change. Practice explaining your motivation without criticizing your previous field. Use the STAR method to structure stories that demonstrate transferable skills through concrete examples. When asked about weaknesses, discuss genuine gaps you're actively addressing rather than cliched responses. Show willingness to learn while projecting confidence in your ability to contribute immediately. Salary negotiation requires particular care during career transitions. Research indicates that career changers face an average pay penalty initially, but strategic negotiation minimizes this gap. Know the market rate for your target role and geographic area using resources like Glassdoor and Salary.com. Prepare a salary range based on this research, not your previous compensation. During negotiations, emphasize the unique value you bring from your diverse background. Highlight how your combination of skills creates solutions that single-track candidates can't offer. Practice these conversations with trusted advisors until you can deliver them with quiet confidence. The first 90 days, proving your decision. Landing the role is just the beginning. The first 3 months in your new position determine whether your transition succeeds long-term. Professionals who thrive in new roles follow a structured approach rather than trying to prove themselves through frantic activity. Break your first 90 days into 3 segments. Days 1 through 30 focus on learning and relationship building. Meet with stakeholders, understand team dynamics, and absorb organizational culture. Ask thoughtful questions about priorities, recent challenges, and what success looks like in the short term. Create a simple system for capturing insights rather than relying on memory. Days 31 through 60, shift toward early contributions. Identify 2 or 3 quick wins that demonstrate value without requiring deep institutional knowledge. These might involve streamlining a process, delivering insights on a priority project, or building connections between disconnected teams. Set clear, measurable goals for this period and communicate them to your manager. Days 61 through 90, establish sustainable momentum. By this point, you should be contributing at full capacity while continuing to learn. Schedule regular check-ins with your manager to ensure alignment and address challenges before they become problems. Document your progress using metrics that matter to the organization. Reflect on what's working and what needs adjustment, then iterate your approach for the months ahead. The reality behind the numbers. Let's acknowledge what the statistics don't capture. Career change after 35 is challenging. You'll face moments of doubt when younger colleagues seem to grasp concepts faster. You'll wonder if you made a terrible mistake when the learning curve feels impossibly steep. You'll encounter interviewers who can't see past your unconventional background. These difficulties are real, and pretending otherwise sets you up for unnecessary discouragement. But here's the counter-narrative that matters more. Your age is an asset, not a liability. You bring emotional maturity, strategic thinking, and resilience that 25-year-olds are still developing. You understand workplace dynamics, political navigation, and stakeholder management at an intuitive level. You've developed soft skills through years of professional experience that complement technical capabilities. Companies increasingly recognize this value, especially as skills-based hiring replaces degree-focused requirements. The 12-month timeline outlined here isn't arbitrary. It reflects research showing that successful career transitions